hundreds of billions of dollars on a fake deal called the Inflation Reduction Act. That was made up money. When I pay people $2,000 each for low and moderate income and middle income people, everybody but the rich get this. That's not made up, that's real money. That comes from other countries. Investing in America, $20 trillion. No country's ever done anywhere even near that, like a fraction of that. Biden did less than $1 trillion in 4 years. I did 20 trillion. We're going to do over 17 trillion in 8 months. By the time we end, we could do over $20 trillion. People do say, what do you recommend for growing your children? And I've seen so many children. I've seen so many brilliant children of brilliant people go bad and become tremendous failures. And I find that so much of it's caused by drugs, alcohol, different substances. And I always would say to my kids, no drugs, no alcohol, no cigarettes. I'd say no cigarettes too,
If you knew who was really behind Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you could to sell it. I know. 100%. If you knew who owned Bitcoin or who started Bitcoin, and you had Bitcoin, you couldn't sleep at night. And when the real founder of Bitcoin comes out, it is my humble opinion, and there's nothing humble about me, Bitcoin will go to zero.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're going to get more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten, and more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back. Don't forget we have CME that opens tonight. We know it's going to move the market. And then once yield rates get to moving in the morning, it's going to move the market again. Remember, guys, it's like clockwork. And we had over $2 billion in longs were liquidated in the past 7 days. So we've been having a lot of selling pressure, not just in crypto, but also in stocks. So we know it's definitely the whales is all an algorithm. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And then we have Michael Saylor saying that he's still buying Bitcoin. And we'll see what they do this week. And don't forget, next week, we have futures contracts ending, and we know we're going to be pulling back once more unless we get some type of new news that comes in. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates were up on Friday, and the bond market is definitely in control of the stock market. And of course, that bleeds over into cryptos. And we had the dollar up. We have volume in crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $1.5 billion on Friday. Make sure you're pulling on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Treasury is in the background trying to control that long end. But if that long end raises, we definitely would be in trouble. So we know no one, and I mean absolutely no one, wants that long-term paper. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build his fourth industrial revolution. Well, the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And we have poly-market users are now predicting that it's about a 50-50 chance that the Fed is going to lower rates. And we see these prediction markets are becoming more and more insane into the economy. But when it comes to the Fed, we have an opportunity to look at the numbers for jobs and inflation before the Fed actually meets. So we'll know whether they're going to pause or lower rates. But right now also, the bond market is signaling no rate cut. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs down at close. Now in 35 days, we have over 2 million Ethereum that would have been unstaked. And anytime that period is up, a lot of people are just going to sell a little and take profits. And there's definitely nothing wrong with taking profits. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, getting over into a little crypto news, we have Harvard owns over 400 million of BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF. And we know Harvard is pretty smart. They know all about the new digital economy. But don't forget that Grayscale opened the gateway for BlackRock to take over. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And lastly, we have Scaramucci family invested over 100 million in Trump's Bitcoin mining firm. That's right, guys. We know the big money moves together. In public, we know Scaramucci talks bad about Trump all the time. Remember, he was in the Trump administration and they fired him in seconds. But we have Solaris Capital, ran by his son AJ Scaramucci, is definitely following the money. And guys, remember, when it comes to these families, that's how you gain wealth, by family. Majority of the big brands that we see are family businesses. And of course, when it comes to the sheep, they make sure they break apart the family. But when you're looking at the elites, the families are always together. And we have Trump giving his family the greatest advice. No alcohol, no drugs. That means you're having a clear mind. Everybody's going to go through a storm. But if you have a clear mind, it's easier to see through it. But we have Scaramucci and Trump laying down that plan, and the kids are following the plan. So therefore, they're making hundreds of millions and billions of dollars. And that's the hardest thing as a parent, is to get that child to see your vision without trying to walk their own way. You can walk your own way, but if I paved the way for you to have it easier in life, for you to be successful, get there first and then go do what you actually want to do. So therefore, you're not struggling. And we see it all the time because most parents want their kids to be successful, especially if they were successful, or learn from their mistakes, and they're trying to make sure that you're walking the right path. That's the hardest thing to do as a parent. You don't have to make hundreds of millions or billions of dollars like Trump or Scaramucci, but at least you have enough money. Well, that's one thing you don't have to worry about, because life is always going to give you problems. But the fourth industrial revolution, this is even more important because all this technology is coming in. And if you're not educated, you're definitely going to fall for the devil's tricks. And again, we see Trump and Scaramucci trying to set their kids up for this fourth industrial revolution. And we have Trump saying it's going to be another $3 trillion that's going to be coming inside the United States by year end. But don't forget, guys, it all depends on what the Supreme Court does. Because if the Supreme Court shoots this down, all that is wiped out. So what we have to do is get our popcorn, sit back, and let it play out. Because we know the Hegelian dialectic is about to be stepped up. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. Long COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.